Springtime is an amazing time of transition from the winter. Everything was white a few weeks ago, and today is the first day where it has hit 20 degrees Celsius. But still, the leaves are not out yet, but the buds are coming out on the trees, and then we'll start the photosynthesis and the Krebs cycle, the cycles that produce chemical energy and gives life for and gives us oxygen to breathe. Breathe and observe. Yes. So we then honor the nature cycles the same way that we have ourselves the cycle of life too. Just like when we breathe in, it's life, and when we breathe out, it's death, and that in and out cycle has a rhythm, which is a part of that the cycle of life, right? So when we look at the world and the last, I would say, the 300 years or so, it started with Descartes 500 years ago, and people like Bacon, where the machine age started, where the human being was supposed to be on top of the food chain to control nature, because we were now learning about science and methods and to manipulate and create energy. All of those things also have an impact on the environment and nature. We know through the second law of thermodynamics, which is the law of entropy. So every time I do something, then there's more and more disorder, right? So the more we walk on this earth, more we do things, more energy we create, the more entropy we will create, the more disorder we will create on this earth. So how do we find that balance? So I love this word, power of balance. Yes, as we live on this earth, as human beings are also very innovative, and we discover new ways of living and new ways of making ourselves more comfortable on this earth. We have to also hold back and find that middle ground to see what is harming this earth, what is harming nature, and look at nature as a part of us rather than just calling it the environment, which is removed from us. So it's like looking after the environment is as if it's not a part of us. So when we say we are nature, and we have to also find that power of balance in the way we live on this earth. So when I take a deep breath and say observe, I am taking in that oxygen that is coming from this earth, coming from the leaves, coming from the soil, and then I'm breathing it back out for this cycle to continue on, cycle of life to continue on. And like everything else in life, it comes to life like a tree too, and then the tree will disappear too, like all life on earth. So that's the other thing, that when we accept that, then we will live with that power of balance. So meditation and the mindfulness process is constantly reminding ourselves with humility that we are nature and we're not removed from it and we cannot control it. And there's a karmic impact on that too. So whenever we push a button on this side, there'll be an effect on the other side. So I just want to leave you that thought. And I also want to invite you to get into a mindfulness practice on a daily basis. And that will help you also to realize your oneness with nature. Have a wonderful day. Be well, be happy.